Greetings, dear traveler of the soul. I welcome you to this sacred space of divine peace and eternal light. Deep in the silent whispers of the ancient universe, a holy promise was written for your precious life long ago. You have carried the weight of the world for too long, letting your fire fade in the shadows of heavy despair. But the heavens are moving, preparing a miracle that your eyes have not yet seen nor your heart believed. Today, the thief of your joy is being silenced as the great restorer speaks your name across the vast stars. I have heard the heavy sighs that escape your tired lips when the world is silent and the night feels too long. I see the moments when your spirit feels like a flickering candle, struggling against a cold and bitter wind. Daily, your physical body does not listen to your command, and your strength fades like the setting sun at dusk. Those dull aches and constant pains have become a shadow, following you through every hour of your waking day. You wake up feeling more tired than when you closed your eyes, dragging your weary spirit through the gray dust of time. The energy that once fueled your dreams has slowly vanished, leaving behind a hollow echo of the life you knew. The sleepless nights have stolen the clarity from your mind, weaving a web of exhaustion around your very soul. Your bones feel heavy like lead, and your muscles cry out for a rest that sleep no longer seems to provide. You find yourself questioning why the simple path of breath and movement has become a mountain too steep to climb. Your body feels like a stranger to your holy will, as if the very atoms of your being refuse to obey you. Deep inside, you feel the precious well of your life being drained by a force you cannot see or understand. It is as if a hidden parasite of the dark is feeding on your joy, leaving you fragile and cold in the light. The vibrant colors of your existence have turned to pale shades, and the melody of your heart is losing its beat. You look in the mirror and search for the fire in your eyes, but you only find the reflection of a fading star. An invisible tide is pulling at your vital strength, draining the power of your soul into a deep, hollow void. The enemy of your life wants you to believe that you are empty, and that your source of power has run dry. You feel the weight of this invisible thief every single day, stealing the moments of laughter you once held dear. Your purpose feels clouded by the fog of physical pain, and your hope is slipping through your weak and tired hands. Every step you take requires an effort that leaves you broken, wondering if you will ever feel whole again in this life. This exhaustion is not merely of the flesh, but of the spirit, a deep hunger for the light that sustains all things. The darkness attempts to convince you that this is your new reality, and that you will never walk in total strength. The shadows dance in the corners of your weary mind, whispering that this mountain is far too high for you to climb. They use the silence of your suffering to plant cold seeds of fear, making you doubt the very power that created you. The voice of the enemy whispers through the darkness of your pain, telling you that this illness will never truly end. He uses your exhaustion to build a wall of deep doubt, making you believe that your divine healing will never arrive. The cruel lie says that your youth and vibrant suksong have vanished, and that only the decline remains for you. Fear grows like a vine around your heart, choking your dreams and forcing you to live in a prison of dark worry. You begin to withdraw from the world that you once loved, hiding away in the solitude of your own broken health. The passions that once burned brightly in your heart are now cold, extinguished by the constant waves of deep anxiety. You have caged yourself within the walls of your own physical limits, afraid to dream of a future where you are free. The enemy wants you to focus only on the cracks in your armor, ignoring the glorious light that still shines within you. He makes you worry about those you love with all your heart, fearing that you have become a heavy burden on their lives. The shame of your weakness is a chain that drags you down, making you feel unworthy of the joy that life can bring. You look at the days ahead with a sense of quiet dread, expecting only more struggle and less power in your soul. If you are at this breaking point of fear and deep sorrow, do you still believe that a miracle is possible for you? The darkness wants to lock you in this room of despair forever, throwing away the key to your happiness and health. It tells you that you are alone in this valley of dry bones, and that no wind will ever blow life into your frame. You have started to accept the limits that pain has placed on you, forgetting that you were born to soar like the eagle. But even in the deepest cave of your suffering and doubt, a tiny spark of the divine fire still waits to be fed. The enemy is terrified that you will look up and see the light, for one glance at the truth will break every chain. He tries to drown out the voice of heaven with his lies, but the song of your restoration is louder than his fear. Hold on for just a moment longer in the dark night, for the sun is about to rise on your brand new life of peace. Cast away the deceptive whispers of the cold night, for my word is a lamp that brings the dead back to life now. My promise to you is not merely survival in this world, but a life of abundance and overflowing vital power. At this very second, as you hear these sacred words, I am opening the floodgates of heaven over your body today. I am sending a river of healing energy to wash over you, flowing through every cell and every fiber of your soul. Feel the warmth of my divine presence touching your skin as the old fatigue begins to melt away in my holy fire. The light of my glory is penetrating the darkness of your pain, bringing order to the chaos within your weary frame. I am speaking to every neuron in your complex brain, restoring the balance and the peace that was stolen away. Every muscle that has been tight with tension and fear is now letting go, relaxing into the arms of my mercy. My power is sweeping through your blood and your bones, clearing out every poison and every root of bitter decay. I am the great architect who designed your miraculous body, and I am here to rebuild what the enemy destroyed. The darkness cannot stand in the presence of my truth, and it is retreating from the battlefield of your mind. I am pushing back the forces that tried to hinder your walk, breaking the iron bars that kept you in the dark. There is no weapon formed against your health that can prosper, for my shield of light is wrapped around you now. I am the source of the life that never runs dry or fades, and I am pouring my spirit into your empty vessel today. Watch as the gray shadows of your illness turn to gold, as my healing touch makes all things brand new again. You are not a victim of your circumstances or your pain, but a child of the light destined for a glorious win. If the power that created the stars is inside you now, what could ever stop you from walking in perfect health? Every breath you take is now filled with my holy essence, strengthening your heart and renewing your vital mind. The enemy has been defeated by the word of my power, and his lies have no more authority over your sacred life. The chains of infirmity are falling off your tired hands as you step into the freedom of my eternal healing light. I am restoring your soul and your body to their true design, as a master artist restores a priceless work of art. Rise up now and breathe in the fresh wind of heaven, for your foundations are being rebuilt with golden strength. The flexibility of your youth is returning to your limbs, and the sharpness of your mind is cutting through the fog. You are being regenerated from the deepest of your roots, as a tree planted by the rivers of life flourishes. The thief has been caught and forced to return what he stole, and I am giving you double for all of your trouble. No more will you walk with a heavy or burdened heart, for the joy of the Lord has become your unshakable strength. Every morning you wake will be a new song of praise as you feel the surge of my power running through your veins. The energy that was gone has returned with a greater force, allowing you to run and not grow weary or faint. You are a living testimony of my grace and my power, a bright beacon of hope for everyone who is suffering. The enemy's plan to destroy you has completely failed, for you are more than a conqueror in my holy name. Your body is a temple of light and divine health today, radiating the beauty of a life that has been redeemed. Go forth with the courage of a lion and the grace of a bird, for the path ahead of you is clear and full of joy. You have been chosen to walk in this new level of glory, showing the world that nothing is impossible with me. Your eyes will see the goodness of life in the land of the living, as you enjoy the fruit of your faithful belief. The sickness that once haunted your dreams is now a memory, a shadow that disappeared in the midday sun. Take my hand and let us walk into this bright new future, where every moment is a miracle of my divine design. You are strong, you are healed, and you are deeply loved by me, the one who holds the keys to life and to death. Starting from this day, you will rise with the golden sun, feeling the power of an eagle soaring in the sky. The thief is gone and the king has restored your kingdom, so live in the fullness of the health I have given. Be whole, be free, and let your light shine for all to see, for you are a masterpiece of my eternal love. Do you believe that your pain defines your future, or will you trust the hand that heals every broken cell? Tell us in the comments below. Which part of your life is the great restorer healing for you this very moment? Subscribe to our channel, share this light with others, and like this video to spread the hope of God's message. Greetings, dear traveler of the soul. I welcome you to this sacred space of divine peace and eternal light. Deep in the silent whispers of the ancient universe, a holy promise was written for your precious life long ago. You have carried the weight of the world for too long, letting your fire fade in the shadows of heavy despair. But the heavens are moving, preparing a miracle that your eyes have not yet seen nor your heart believed. Today, the thief of your joy is being silenced as the great restorer speaks your name across the vast stars. I have heard the heavy sighs that escape your tired lips when the world is silent and the night feels too long. I see the moments when your spirit feels like a flickering candle, struggling against a cold and bitter wind. Daily, your physical body does not listen to your command, and your strength fades like the setting sun at dusk.